So back in 2016, it was a follow-up to the previous year. And in that year, I would say was the lowest point in my life. And I thought, well, it couldn't get any worse than that. It was everything and worse. There were multiple versions of this track. I remember it used to be this slow beat. I think at one point it was up-tempo. And eventually I decided that the title track, Heartbeat, was going to be a sad song. It was going to be the sneak peek into what you can expect from the album. I wanted this track to really capture the feeling I was feeling. This dark cloud hovering above me. And I think I did that. I mean, this was coming right off of reality. I mean, I wanted all the recognition. I wanted this fan base to magically appear out of nowhere, and suddenly everything was going to be better. I wanted that spotlight. And when I didn't get it, I just spiraled down into more depression. And that's the thing. You become envious of what other people are doing. And that's what happened with me. I saw what other people were doing, and clearly they were doing better than me. I wanted that. I wanted that for myself, and I didn't get that. And this is the thing. With Heartbeat, it represents this change of heart. Every month or so, every year, it seems that the song changed in its meaning. Me personally, I became a different person. Each year that passed, I had a change of heart. In 2018, I would say that this is the middle point. 2018 was when I finally decided that I was going to drop this album, and I didn't. What had happened was I got halfway through, and the same problems I faced earlier on is exactly what caused me to stop. It was almost like I flatlined. It was almost like I'd quit and given up, because that's what I do with a lot of things. I start something, I think that I'm getting good at it, then eventually I have doubts, and then I quit. When it came to Heartbeat, I quit too. That's just the harsh truth. Hard pill to swallow. But this song, Heartbeat, it is 2018, and this song was raw. There was nothing special to it. I remember practicing this song every single day, trying to get the sound right. I didn't know what to do with it. Quit, stop. I stopped practicing. I stopped writing. I gave up on the song. And by the way, this was like my least favorite song off the album at one point, even though it's the title track. There just wasn't anything special about it. Fast forward, right? Fast forward into 2022. When I actually recorded all the songs, when I actually kept my word. Fast forward 2022, and I somehow found the inspiration that I had lost. I decided that this song could be saved. I remember the archives, that was kind of the test run. And then eventually, after messing around with the archives, I was like, hey, let's go through the rest of this album. I get to Heartbeat. There's some elements that I added that weren't originally there. I think I always wanted to incorporate a heartbeat. I mean, that was obvious. First verse, right? First verse has the heartbeat, literal rhythm. Dum, 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 dum. The second verse has the monitor. Beep, beep, right? And in between all that are these cringy, disgusting, disturbing images. This one's special. This is the title track. This is track 1. I once submitted this song into a competition. All these tracks are really poetic more than anything. And I submitted this one, and this is the one that won me an award. Third place, that's another thing. The jealousy, the envy. You kind of wonder, oh, he got third place. Well, who are the 2 people in front of me? They got 2 spots. They must have wrote something better than me. I did not care. I did not care. Because eventually, I accepted it. And that is when I realized you wanted something. You want something in life. When it comes to this album, you've won. And you know, I've said before, I said, if this album doesn't move you, if the title track doesn't move you, then I failed. And will it move you? Maybe, maybe not. But even if I don't move you, and even if I've failed, I'm still happy with what I've created. I am still happy with the end product. I'm proud of what I've been holding on to for so long. The recurring theme, like I mentioned before, is a change of heart. Heartbeat really changed over the years. And if I were to show you the beginning stages till now, it is not the same thing. I think the biggest part of this entire song is what I had done to it in 2022. In the last looming months before the release, this intro that I had always planned on having in the album, intro and title track in one song. You know, my artist name is Behan the Scene, so everything has to be a movie. This intro is cinematic. It is cinematic, all right? All the elements, all of the nights, all the days, just standing outside, waiting for the thunder, waiting for the rain, and then recording it. I mean, somehow, right? Actually, somehow, I recorded some tough moments. You know, the end part of the intro, where the heart monitor leads up to that scream, that final scream. That was one of those days where I legitimately lashed out and I was emotional. And I dropped my phone, right? And somehow it hits record. The intro was not what it is now, but now the intro has people who have contributed to this album. The intro is full of the features. It has appearances from my best friends. It has appearances from absolute strangers. That's kind of a foreshadowing. Track 4. I decided to post in my story, post in my Instagram, hey, if anybody wants to be on the intro to this album, all you gotta do is direct message me on Instagram. DM me a voice memo of you saying, wake up, or it's time for a change of heart. Or you can say them both. Or you could say something else. You know, I think y'all understood the assignment, because at the end of the day, that thing is incredible. I mean, I got the goosebumps all over. The intro started out with just me. Part of the inspiration, I feel like it sounds like that scene in Spider-Man 3 where Tobey Maguire gets the dark suit. I mean, when he gets the black suit and he becomes Venom, that is what I felt like this sounded like. You know, he's in the bed, he's turning and tossing, he's having a bad dream. Wake up, wake up. He wakes up, he becomes Venom. I wake up, and who do I become? Who is this person? Who's this person that we're following the entire album? Is he the same? Will he be the same by the end of this thing? I feel like I captured that. The other inspiration that I drew from was Donnie Darko. But the rabbit, Frank, I wanted to use the voice effect. I felt like it was cool. I tried to imitate that as best as I could, but it was a little inaccurate, a bit inaccurate actually. But in failing, right, I feel like I created something. I created a different effect. I created something that I could use in future projects. After that, I decided, then that's where we're gonna put the features on the intro. And then that's where we're gonna put my friends on the intro. Then I started to bring in people that really, and I mean really affected how this album turned out. You got my friend Tud, that's the homie right there. Yes, sir. I actually showed him every single demo of every single song on this album. He has listened to it in its rawest, unready form you could possibly imagine. He gave me tips. He told me what I could do to make it better. I felt like I took that advice. So I put him on the intro, which, by the way, I mean, no bias here, but he killed that. I mean, the types of voices he did, oh yeah, it was crazy. You got Sadie, shout out Sadie. She released an album, by the way, Phases. Please go stream that. Yes, Sadie, Phases. That was her baby. Now I'm dropping my baby. See, the things that these albums have in common is that we've held on to them for so long. And, you know, we really believed in these projects. We knew what we could do. And we knew that if we held on to it long enough, that in the end, when it's all said and done, and we're older, all the things that we've learned, we could use that, we could put that towards the final product, and then it becomes something incredible. Wow, Phases was incredible. You got Amber Ryan, who told me that I needed to get better mixes. For so long, I did not know what my song should sound like, how should they be mixed. I was unaware, and I feel like I definitely got something that's presentable. It was presentable then, it's presentable now, but now I feel like this could be on the radio. You know, I could tour with it. Like, we are taking off right now. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's something that's eventually gonna happen. I also got my coworkers. Those are also the homies. That's crazy. That's crazy. Normally they're like, don't make friends with your coworkers. Don't let them know your next move. Don't share your life outside of work. I knew half of them before then. This is only, you know, a different setting. And then the people that I met, put them on there. But the two people that were important, the integral contributions to this album, Gabe and Lorenzo. Gabe worked on Reality. Gabe worked on Heartbeat. Lorenzo, in my, I would say, relaunch, restart of album mode, created this new version of Heartbeat. We got her done. We got her done. Created this new version of Heartbeat. 15 tracks. Countless weeks. Every Friday. A couple of Mondays. Maybe a Thursday. I think there was a Thursday. Over 3 months with Lorenzo. Roughly the same with Gabe. Total combined of how many years? A lot of years. A lot of years. So I put them on the intro. That meant the most to me, you know. People who created this thing, who believed in me, who let it come to fruition. I think this track sets up some character development throughout the rest of the album. You're going to see growth. You will see a change of heart.